IVM.
We would like to thank HDFC Life Insurance for supporting this show. HDFC Life Insurance has created an online video series called Behind the Journey with some of the most interesting people from the creative and entertainment industry. It explores the stories that are behind the glitz and glamour of the spotlight and screaming fans. Let's listen to a snippet from the episode featuring music producer Ritviz.
Financial planning is extremely important, especially for like a person like me who like to splurge a lot. But I think once you have a goal set in your mind, I think back of your head you also know that, okay, cool, I need to stop at a certain point and I need to like plan this out, because if you really truly care about what you want to do in 5 years, in 10 years, you will save and you will make sure that that dream becomes a reality.
As you just heard, setting goals is crucial for your finances as well as your career. You can watch all the episodes of Behind the Journey on the HDFC Life Insurance YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/HDFC Life. Take control of your personal goals with HDFC Life Insurance's financial solutions. Plan now with HDFC Life Insurance.
Terms and conditions apply. HDFC Life Insurance Company Limited, IRDAI registration number 101.
Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach Podcast, the bite-sized podcast filled with quick and easy actionable habits. Remember, great habits create that awesome life. I'm Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach. Today we are continuing from the previous podcast where we discussed the first 2 stages of getting over sugar addiction. We had spoken about the difference between being an addict and abusing a substance. Then we discussed the first 2 steps. It is important to follow these steps to break your addiction, because if you do not follow the steps, you can get lost along the way. So please do listen to that podcast for details on starting the journey. After having set your intentions for giving up sugar, and then having worked on breaking the habits and routines that already exist, the next steps are all about breaking the psychological and physiological signals. This starts by looking at how our body reacts to sugar, what effect it is having on our system. And these 2 steps are tougher. Sugar as an addictive substance is very devious. Some studies show that it is more addictive than cocaine. This is because it triggers the reward system of the brain. It creates what is called a dopamine reaction. The brain gets very excited at the prospect of having something sweet. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That twinge of excitement as you see your ice cream being scooped at the ice cream parlor, or that excitement of opening up a new slab of chocolate. This desire to eat sugar or something sweet is hardwired into us as humans. Sweet often meant foods that were calorie dense. In nature, the only sweet things are fruits and honey, both rare to find in the wild and packed with calories. So when you start giving up sugar, the brain is still craving for it. I have a lot of people who join me in my 100-day no sugar challenges, and by the second week, most of us are having symptoms of withdrawal. We get nightmares, like a donut is rolling behind me and I'm trying to run and escape from it. Another common dream is eating a giant dessert in the dream and then waking up thinking that you failed the challenge. Imagine just how much of a grip it has on us that sugar enters our dreams and tries to trick us. It gives us these mad cravings. This is good. This is normal. This is sugar trying to put up a fight before being kicked out of your system. As your habit coach, I want you to not fear these cravings, but lean into them. Realize that they exist because you are winning the battle against sugar. However, it doesn't end there. We also have physical symptoms that we begin to feel in the body. Things like headaches, body aches are very common. Some feel lethargic and low energy. Others could even have feelings of nausea. However, that is a bit rare. Once again, remember that these are all signs that you're winning the battle against sugar. After a week or so, these symptoms disappear and you begin to feel relaxed and full of energy. The only way to push past these psychological and physiological symptoms is by quitting sugar completely. You could taper it down a little by little and then quit, or like me, you could just go cold turkey. So the third step is to quit sugar completely. Get it out of your life. See where all of it is hidden and remove it. Take a 30-day challenge or a 100-day challenge to give up sugar. The final stage of quitting the addiction happens when somewhere towards the end of the challenge, you start to realize that your identity is changing. From being someone who was a sugar addict to someone who does not need sugar. You begin to become the person who stays away from sugar. As soon as your identity changes, you are back in control. Your friends stop forcing you to eat sweets. Many will stop offering sweets to you as well. Others will make fun of you and say, "Why don't you live a little?" As a habit coach, I want your relationship with sugar to change. You no longer crave it or need it, nor do you fear it. Sugar is insignificant to your life. So start these 4 steps. Get your intention. Change your habits. Do a 30-day or a 100-day challenge. And finally, change your identity. These steps have helped hundreds of people, and I know they will work for you too. So start these habits and share with us your progress using the hashtag #TheHabitCoach. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am Ashdin Doc on Twitter and Instagram. You can find lots more information on my website, awesome180.com, or check out different content on my YouTube channel called AWESOME180. That's Awesome180.
Hi, I'm Satyajit.
Hi, I'm Racheta.
We are from the Open Library Project and we host a podcast called Paperback.
Paperback is a podcast where we engage with stalwarts and experts from various industries, suggesting non-fiction titles that contributed to their journey in a big way.
We've had guests like Anjali Raina, Dr. Marcus Rani, Dr. Swati Lodha, Ambi Parmeswaran, Apurva Damani, and many more on our show Paperback. Find new episodes every Wednesday on IVM Podcast app, website, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, Don Bradman, and now Cyrus Brocha. Okay, probably not in the right company. I mean, Don Bradman is Australian. But it's called Cyrus Says, a wonderful show about everything. Find the show on the IVM Podcast app, ivmpodcast.com, or wherever you listen to podcasts.